of Afternoons with Baba. It's 2023 now, and I wish you all a happy new year. Today we're going to do a very quick but very nutritious. It's called chili, and it's one of my children's favorite to take up to the cottage and have it for a quick lunch with a nice big bun. So we'll get on with it now. For the chili you need 1 pound of ground beef, and I usually buy the lean because you want as little fat as possible. And I'm going to be putting it in here, frying it up a bit and getting all of the excess oil. There's always excess oil, it doesn't matter how lean it is. And doing it, I'll show you how it's done. Inside you need 1 can of tomato soup. You need 1 can of diced tomatoes. You need 1 can of red beans and 1 can of white beans. Red pepper and black pepper. 2 red onions. Some garlic, of course, that always goes in all our cooking. A celery, a couple of celery sticks, and a red pepper. So we'll get on with it now. We'll put it low and we'll just do this to it to get a little apart and be able to get a little cooked. It's going to get a little cooked here, so when we put it in our mixture, we don't need to fry that much. Okay then, so I've been frying this a little bit here, but it's extra lean, it's wonderful. It really smells good because we're cooking it. There's not too much juice, but we'll see how much we get out of it. So I think it's just perfect. So we'll turn it off and we'll drain it. So we're going to drain it in here just to see exactly how much there is. Whoa, see that? There was still some fat in it, yeah. So that's why I say you do it and you get the fat out. So you see this? That's all the fat that we got. Now I'm going to leave it there and it's going to turn hard, and then you throw it in the garbage. So we'll put this aside now so it's ready for us. And now we're going to start cooking our onions and our pepper and our garlic. There we go. Okay. There we are. These are these lovely red onions.
Zania ušte poluva Ljubov naša ne prepoluva Pesna para uteka zase Što ja nema kraj mene Zania ušte poluva Ljubov naša ne prepoluva Pesna para.
Always check and see how much you're putting. Don't just use your box. So I'm going to use about that much. Some people don't eat salt, so I don't want to make it too salty because I'm going to send this to my family. Because obviously I can't eat all this. All my food is in large measurements. So I'm always sharing it with my family, and they love it. So these are quite a few onions here. Try and keep your head away from them because you're going to be crying. Yeah, the onions will make your eyes smart. But see how it's going down? They're going down as they're frying up. Yeah. I'm going to bring the pepper in now. I'll put it on a little bit lower. Time to get the pepper in too. Now we're going to get the peppers in. The pepper, 1 pepper, yeah. Try and cut it, I would say about 1/4 of an inch. You don't want it too big because it won't cook in there. You don't want it too chunky. Yeah, you want it to blend in with your beans. Wow, the smell is really nice. Yeah, we're going to be enjoying this. So nice. And I'll put it on low again, and I'll get my celery sticks. Make sure they're washed well. The celery preps a lot of the earth from the garden while it's growing. Yeah. We'll just take the tops up a little bit here at the top. They're a little bit harder. Yeah, and then you just put it down like this and just run the knife over the thicker part. Everything else is quite thin. Yeah, like that. There we go. So then again, just as small as you can do it, because you like to have it blend in nicely rather than be chunky for you to be munching on. Wow, it really is fresh. I can hear it on the cutting. All right, there we go. That should be nice. You can add a little pepper there too. These seasonings are very important. It helps the manju to taste good. So now we're going to drain our beans because there is moisture and we don't need that moisture. We're going to be putting in tomato soup and tomatoes, okay? Clean this container that we use for the meat. There we go. But I don't wash them because you wash all the flavor out. There. So now we're going to get this soup. I'm going to add the red pepper because the red pepper has to go in while it's basically mainly fried, because that's when all the aroma comes out of it. Okay, so we'll put a teaspoon of red pepper, and we're going to put half a can of tomatoes. Our tomatoes. See all these vegetables? My God, this is just a whole package of vitamins, and it's going to taste so good. Nice. Now we're going to put the whole can of tomato soup. The whole can, and it's condensed, so we have to add a little bit of water for the soup, okay? So we use half a can of water, cold water. Yeah. There we are. Now, before I put my beans, I'm just going to take a little taste about the salt and the pepper and all that. Let me check. So good. Very good. We'll put the beef in. Okay, now I'm mixing it gently like this, putting it on a low heat, because it's going to be on a low heat for about 15-20 minutes to cook, for everything to join in with each other. Yeah, now come the beans. There they are. Yummy. So now you can see we're at the limit of our pan. So you really need a good size one when you're doing it. And if you want to do half of the recipe, then you do half of the recipe, and you'll do less. but this amount is what I need to give to my family. As you can see, the colors are beautiful. White, red, green, purple. And those are all the most healthy colors there are to eat. Okay, so this is a very, very healthy meal. And you have your protein, your meat. Now we have to cook it for 15-20 minutes. You go and have a cup of coffee now, okay? You deserve it. So we'll see you later. Bye. Hi, welcome back. Сега се върнаме. Унатре от чилито ќе му клајме едно лъжиче лута пипер. Ако не сакајме лецките, да не клајте, да си клавате секој еден од ваш мишур. So if you feel there's nobody that likes it hot and only you just add hot to your own dish. Okay? It's just as good to do it in your pot. You can do all the work in here and there's lots of room for your chili, okay? So like I say, if you don't have a large one, do it in your stew pot. That should be plenty. Изполай ви много, що дойдоте. Afternoons with Baba. Сега внуко и аз ки си ручаме тука троа chili за ручок. And Happy New Year, and bless all of you and your families, and good health.